Moral Maids on Mondays. How about that for alliteration, issues of life and death, literally, actually, in some cases. Now, I think only one subject will dominate because it's quite an interesting one. And Jack Fonseca joins us from Campaign Life, who's never been, I think, a gay stripper. Is this fellow a gay stripper?
He is, yes. Okay.
A male stripper in the evening. This is a fascinating story because he works for an organisation that I think does noble work. But what you tell it, what's going on here? This fellow he's really got you very angry, hasn't he?
Well, concerned for our children. I mean, this gentleman who goes by the stage name in a sex show performance called Boylesque. His stage name is Mickey Delicious.
Mickey Delicious.
Mickey Delicious.
Mickey Delicious. Real name is Michael David Loesch.
That's right. And so during the day, he works for a charitable organization called Free the Children that speaks many times in Catholic schools and public schools.
And people will know it really because of the Killburgers.
We Day, Me to We, and We Day. It's hugely
extremely
popular.
Extremely well known.
Tens of thousands and thousands of children each year attend these workshops and these conferences and deal with their staff. And even go away with some of their staff on summer camps and trips overseas.
They do fine work, surely.
They do much fine work in trying to help alleviate poverty, but what we have with Mickey Delicious is a manager there at Free the Children who during the day works with children and at night moonlights as a sex show performer.
Well, let's have a clip now because we can't tell you where we got this. It's probably on the internet. Let's have a look. And apparently he gets naked. Is that true? He gets absolutely naked?
I haven't seen as far to see if everything comes off, but he does strip for sure.
He does strip?
Yeah.
So, I mean, look, well, if it's just down to his trunks...
Well, there's sex acts in this Boylesque show.
What do you mean sex acts?
There's you know, grinding and...
whatever that is.
And all kinds of stuff that's really gross. I find it quite gross myself, and you probably would too. And it's certainly inappropriate for children.
Well, this is the thing. Look, I've thought about this one because there are certainly worse things, but if it is an organisation that holds people up to be role models, and I think to an extent
it's part of the job.
Yeah.
His job description says to be a role model, a professional role model for staff.
So I don't think it's an issue of sexuality. I think it's an issue of what is your job, and if it is to be a stripper. But would they argue they're not strippers? They're actually just dancers? Would that be their defence?
They haven't made that defence yet, but I mean, you can look at it. It's a pretty perverted sex show. It's
well, we've got another clip
of men get naked, but
I want to show another clip here because again, there are far worse things out there, but that's not the point, and we'll get more of this a bit later. Let's see the clip of not him, but of the other people involved. Oh, I'm sorry, getting into that. The cameo from Hitler was intriguing. Also, he takes off his shirt and he has swastikas on his nipples. I didn't know Hitler had those. It's vulgar, it's crass, it's wrong. You're not implying in any way, though, that this young man has done something criminal.
No, not at all. What I'm saying is that an organization, a charity that works with children and has their staff working with children should have a higher standard for its employees and in its hiring practice. You know, for example, everyone would say, especially most moms, that it's grossly inappropriate to have, let's say, a male performer in porn films working for Free the Children.
Everyone will do that, but he's not doing that.
And this is a type of pornography. I mean, it's grossly inappropriate. There should be higher standards for people who work with children. Sex shows ain't it.
You know what people are going to say. People watching will say, "Oh, that's rich," coming from a conservative Catholic. And I know that wouldn't be my response, but they'll say that after all of the abuse and this guy's doing wonderful work, and all he's doing is having a good time in the evening. And why are they going after him?
What mom wants?
Why do you keep saying mom? All people, not just mums.
No, I mean these are
I'm a
kids.
dad.
There's parents who are concerned. They have a vested interest in the education and who the school brings in to speak to their children and to spend time with their children. Maybe even lead a summer camp with their children. And the average mom would not want a sex show performer to have any influence with their children.
Is he effective at what he does?
I have no idea.
Does he help the kids to understand what it's like to be a child in the third world? Do they help raise money? Do they mobilize children to be active in trying to make the world a better place?
I don't know. He's got a degree in sexuality studies I think at York University.
Does he really?
Yeah, he connects.
I thought it was socialist studies.
He connects his sex show performance, this boylesque performance, to social justice. So he sees it as part of the same thing. It's what he says led him to work at Free the Children. So this is grossly inappropriate.
How many people work in this organization?
I'm not certain.
Is it quite big?
It's quite large. I mean, they get a lot of money. I mean, they get thousands of Catholic students and public school students attend their events.
I suppose, in that I think the organization does good work, of all the people who could work for it, it does seem a bit strange they would have someone who, and he can do whatever he wants, it's not my business, but that if he does this, in the evening and tries to link it to his work in the daytime, it seems jarring and wrong. Has the organisation got back to you? Because you've made this public.
LifeSiteNews.com reported the story. They contacted Scott Baker, I believe is the person's name, a spokesperson for Free the Children, and they defended Mickey Delicious. They said, we don't judge the personal lives of our employees, which I think is a grossly inappropriate response. You must have, when it comes to the safety of our children and having a proper role models for our children, a sex show performer is not appropriate.
Little time left. I want to be quite direct with you. Is this a campaign against the organization?
No, it's not a campaign against the organization, although we have said before, because this organization is understood in the Catholic school community as a Catholic organization. It's not officially, but that's the way Catholic schools see it, and they bus thousands of students to these events.
But they have sort of conference centers, don't they, and stadia and things.
Oh, yeah, Meet a Wee Days, and they've got other baggage. They've admitted that in their one of their health centers, at least in Africa, they distribute contraceptives, birth control, which is totally against Catholic teaching. The organization had to retract some official position papers that promoted abortion, that defended abortion and the funding of abortion, and later the organization denied it and blamed it on some interns.
I'm more than happy to have one of the Kilburgers on the show, or someone else in the organization, to give their side of the story, because I think it does do good work, and I'd hate to see it damaged because of this. But I think even the most progressive, permissive person would say something is not quite right,
especially in the Catholic school environment. And I'd urge concerned Catholic parents and parents to contact their school trustee.
Environment as well. Appreciate the time. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.